Hey YouTube, Captain Mark here from Kings Landing Sport Fishing. It is Saturday, July 26th today, and I want to bring you a report. I'm going to call this report the good, the bad, the ugly. As many of you know, I fish out of Scarborough Bluffs, Bluffers Park Marina. I was out yesterday on a couple of trips, and I want to let you know what was going on. So let's start with the good. The good is the southwest wind blew in some fish. There's some good fish. Yesterday I had, I think I had two 24s, a couple of 23s, a couple of 22s, and a few other matures. So that's the good. The fish are around. I seem to be getting them all the way from like 120 feet to like 240 feet, which is great for me. I like to try to stay outside of the pack, especially if I'm running planer boards. Give me a little bit more room. So it's nice that the fish were not just hugging the ledge, but actually a little bit further out. What was working? Yesterday was a different day for me. My divers have been really hot this year. Yesterday, my divers didn't do a whole lot. It was my downriggers and then a couple of my long lines, my 300 and 400 long lines. They were quite good for me yesterday, taking some good fish. Combination of flash-a-fly and meat for the most part, with a little bit of spoon action on the 300. The 400 actually had a flash-a-fly on it. So that's the good. There's definitely some fish around. The bad, I'm going to say it's not so bad, but if you're a derby fisherman, it's bad. There is a lot of small fish, a lot of shakers. While I did get a whole bunch of matures yesterday, I probably got 3 and 4 times the shakers yesterday. So you're really having to weed through the shakers. I spoke to some guys yesterday. They got 10 shakers, 1 mature. So there's a lot of shakers around, unfortunately. So check your rods often. There's tons of shakers. You don't want to be dragging one of those. And unfortunately, you have to weed through them. And then there's the ugly. And unfortunately, the ugly is the really ugly. The water is really warm now. And at least in the top section of the water. And the fleas are terrible. The spiny water fleas that clump up on your line, they are absolutely horrendous. I've got a rod, the 25-pound test rod that I use for spoons. Useless to yesterday. I've seen fleas coming up stuck to my downrigger cable thick. I've never seen that before. Probably the worst I've seen personally for fleas right now out in front of bluffers. It really is the ugly because it takes a lot of the fun out of it when you're dealing with fleas. If you've got a braid diver rod, my recommendation is leave it at home. All your other rods, you probably got to start pulling them every 30 to 45 minutes if they haven't done anything, just to check them out, clean the fleas off. Because there's nothing worse of getting a new fish. Sorry, not a new fish. Nothing worse than getting a good fish. Sorry, it's like 4:30 in the morning. Nothing worse than getting a good fish and the line's full of fleas and you lose that fish trying to clean the fleas off. So that would be the ugly. But like I said, fish around. But while there are some good fish, you got to weed through the small fish, and the spiny water fleas are terrible. That is my report for today. Good luck, folks. Get out there and have some fun and be safe. Talk to you later. Bye.